Hey guys, welcome back. Hope you had a good weekend. It's December 22nd. Merry Christmas. Short week, low volume. Let's review. Happy Monday to you. It is Monday. Um, Trying to trade lightly today. Let's review it. This morning, I think we had a gap up. Yeah, gap up. Here's Eric's 30-minute chart, 30-minute chart. He's Spy Day Trading on YouTube. Link for his Discord's in the description. Got our 5-day down here, 20-day here, so 5's below 20. And today we gapped up and are hitting this top green resistance. So did technically break out of it, and we'll see. It looks like it's maybe trying to flip it to support. Might have just a melt up or a little Santa rally or something for the rest of the year on these light trading days. Today, yeah, low volume. I got this white charted in right here, and then gold. This one I was kind of adjusting. This is what I ended up with. And then red I got right here from this resistance, and this resistance, that support. And then threw it in right here. Yeah, tight little range here. Didn't trade any of this. Beat the inverse cup. And so I thought potentially we'll have a handle, and there's a gap down there if it wants to fill it. But yeah, so it came up. Let's look at the first trade. I actually ended up technically taking a lot of trades today, but yeah, it is a little red day, but I want to show you a couple interesting trades here. 1020, I got my first put. So came up. My white is, at this point, was my top resistance line. It's 19, 10, 19, 10, 20. No, I did actually have green. Yep. So I was trying to get this close to green, this first green. So right about here, I got my first put. Kind of chopped a little bit around VWAP. Broke orange, which I could have waited for that initially. And then it did this little move. I'm looking for, at this point, a move down to potentially just here to take profits, because this was the bearish controlled buying, from what I believe at that point. Or potentially low of day, or I don't think I had this blue yet. Or then after that would be green down here. Anyways, came up and I still liked it. Let's see, 22. So I got another one here on this candle. I think it was kind of an ugly. Yeah, this candle's turning red. I'm like, well, I wanted to get more. Or no, this was a limit order. Yeah, first one was 20. Wow, that's crazy. I wasn't looking at the price of them. First one was 23 cents. Wait, what? Oh, that next one's a disgusting fill. Is that true? Wow. First one was 23 cents. Second one was 40 cents. So that was just on a very bad fill on that. Or no, it was on 22. Yeah, right here. What happened there? That doesn't seem right. I'm getting delayed pricing on E-Trade right now. That shouldn't affect my actual fills though. That's weird. Anyways, yeah, next fill is at 1025. So I actually had 3 of these right here. So I got one more. Seeing that there was a wick up here and giving it a little room to breathe. My last final one, and I liked that it was showing resistance here. This essentially is a zoomy trade, or a retracement, or the beginning of a continuation. I mean, you don't really know, but inverse cup had formed. I did see green as the selling at that point. Let me turn the Yaz down a tiny bit. There we go. So yeah, unfortunately did that move right there. Let's see, is that where I closed it? Yeah, for 28 cents. I closed it at 10:30. Yeah, right here. It really sucks. It's a low volume. It's gonna be choppy. The charting's gonna be a little, gonna kind of dance around it a bit. I didn't have blue at that point, so potentially it was selling in this blue, which is bullish controlled selling. I mean, the green is also, but this blue would have made it much easier to manage. Anyways, I stopped out here literally right before it made the move. So I didn't think a whole lot about it then, but now seeing hindsight, that was pretty disgusting that I missed that. Wait a minute, is this right? What? These fills, I don't know if these are right. It says my first sell at 10:30, 18 was for 28 cents. my second sell says it was for 18 cents at 10:30:27. So maybe it's just very, very nasty fill at the very top of that. I can't believe I'm not like super red today. I must have had a couple good trades in here. Let's see what transpires, because so far those fills are insane. I was holding those to like 40% red. What? I'll have to look over that. And then I got whipsawed because then it broke the green there, and I'm looking for a cup to close. So just because I was off a little bit on the green, I didn't have this blue yet. Excuse me. So right here on this nasty red candle, I got calls. Wow, it could have been really, really bad. And then I actually got one more. I put a limit order for another one and then it flushed through. Like, oh my gosh. Flushed through there. I can't believe I'm not like super red today. 10:32 I sold them. So 31 cents, 29 cents I bought it, and then I sold it on this little green retracement. Then I'm like, okay, I just had it off a little bit, and I'm engulfing candle. Did I? I think I did. No, I didn't. I didn't end up taking it then. It's too much. Sometimes I can do it like mentally. When it's low volume on a holiday weekend or week, it's just the structure's not great either. I'm like, I just shouldn't. But yeah, then it ended up being good, of course, which is fine. Anyways, after that was a call at 10:31, and then another call at 10:31 for a little better price. Wait, no, I already did that one. Okay. Yeah, wait. Yeah, that's the one I stopped out of. Whoops. I stopped out of that. 26 cents. Okay, yeah, I did get a put. I did. I was just saying I didn't because I didn't think I did. I was reading it wrong. But I was able to actually flip. Cool. That's what saved me, was this move right here. That makes more sense. I was like, where did I get a good trade in? These are all trash. 37 cents. I got two. So I actually got two also right away. I didn't want to mess around. I mean, for all those reasons that you just heard. I maybe had blue in at that point also. Can't really remember. But yeah, little green candle, flip from calls to puts. And then thankfully it sold pretty quick for me. Let's see, bought it for 37 cents, two of them. Sold the first one for 43 cents, and that was it on this candle. So like I said, the red, so I sold it like here. Didn't get a perfect fill down here. It was like midway up, basically where the candle closed. And then the next fill was at 10:36:33, next minute for 56 cents. So 37 cents to 43, and then 56 at 10:36. And the reason for that was I think I had this blue at that point. That, or it was at low of day, and this was a nice, this candle had some velocity actually. So dump that one there. And then I was trying to make this video very short. Hard when I get confused with my own trades. Okay. We're at 10:32. Okay, yeah, 10:38. 35, 36. Yeah, next trade was at 10:48. There was a quick stop to 10:52. It was up at 10:48. Okay, you can see why I got this one. Exact same reason. Still not this selling channel at that point I had drawn. Kind of started dancing around there. Didn't really start selling. Closed it out, 29 cents to 26 cents. These stops are all very small because the price action was so tight. Closed it out here. I kind of front ran it a little bit because, yeah, this ended up wicking. So if it wicked, I technically should have stayed in it, really. But I just got out of it there. But what happens then is that I might go the other way, or I might jump back in. And so that's part of the problem with not sticking to your stops very well. Because I think I did. Yeah, 10:53, I got back into a put. These are very tight though. 10:53 to 10:56, 26 cents to 24 cents. Yeah, jump back in then because I'm like, oh, it wicked. I'm just gonna get back in here, and then did the same thing from here and stopped out there at 56. So then I was like, okay, that's enough. Tiny little range, no big deal. Then I had a call, so I was actually of course, then it did this nice little inverse head and shoulders on the breakout of that blue. I think actually I was at the computer for this, but as you can see, kind of the trading in here, as well as this was my lesson for today, which I know it. I just yeah, it doesn't, for me, I should never tell myself, oh, it's going to be a bad day because of this or that, or it's going to be a good day because of this or that. Coming in with preconceived notions, to me, hinders my ability to see the setups as well. Because I think, oh no, it's not going to do anything big because, or a good trade, or this, it's going to chop because it's a Monday, it's going to chop because it's low volume because it's holiday, whatever. That was somewhat in my head here because it did break this blue. I also wasn't too confident with it because I just kind of recently charted it. Regardless, it broke the green. I was thinking, oh, okay, maybe it makes a cup and I'll jump in then, which I could have. Fact is, it did break this blue. It made a little inverse head and shoulder structure here, and I had this charted gold pretty quickly, and I very easily could have just jumped in and used gold for my stop. All of the stop outs here, I think, probably prevented me from that, as well as that little voice in my head, saying, you know, it's not going to be a good move. It's low volume, whatever. It's going to stop right here. So, anyways, that ended up being a nice trade. Everything was set up there for it. I did miss that, which was fine. I was busy for the rest of this whole area. Came back round 2, I guess. 220 is my first trade, so I put this one in when I came back. This blue one I added later. Let's see, where's 220? Oh, didn't trade any of this stuff. Oh yeah, I came back actually at a nice time. So right about here, I just put in this purple. It came down, and then I put in this green for a kind of a trigger to go long, and then using purple for my stop. Problem, was there a problem actually? Maybe just in my head. Let's see what I do. 220, I got one. Oh yes, wait. Okay, 220, I got a call. It's for 66 cents. Stopped out at 221. So this was not a stop out. This was this annoying trade. This wasn't super annoying because I never got in it. This was annoying because I actually got one at 220 on this perfect little retracement. So purple being my stop and the bottom of this channel we're in. The green selling had broken. It bounced off of here. It was also VWAP. I'm looking for a trade up to this blue, potentially high of day. And I even had the patience to wait for after the break of the green. Even on this little retrace, I got one. And then what happened? What happened then? 221. Yeah, so bought it for 66 cents. Sold it for 62 cents at 221 on this candle. Why did I sell there? I was trying to buy another one. Retracing on green. I was trying to get one more. I was trying to leverage up on it. And I sold it, and then it just full body candled. I put the limit order back in. I didn't want to market order. I was like, it'll probably retrace. It's going to go very slow. It's a slow, grindy day. Remember, it's Christmas. And it didn't. It just rallied and never hit my limit, and I didn't want to chase it. This one didn't quite stay in my orange as well. Maybe there's a little less aggressive one I could have charted. I don't know, but this was such a nice setup, and I was so prepared for it, and I just misclicked basically. I had it open to buy another one, but I accidentally had it on sell. Bugger. Oh well, small losses. Aim small, miss small. Today's a small red day, no big deal. The fact is that my confidence is growing, and I'm seeing stuff, and I'm executing for the most part. That was just an error. Nothing I can do about that. Those happen. 231 to 234. Break even stop on a call. As you can imagine, I'm a little frustrated after that. I had to be careful. It ended up breaking this one. That was my second target to enter, was breaking this blue up here based on this. Actually, I didn't even notice that from earlier, but yeah, building structure here earlier, and then I did it again here, breaking, retesting. Kind of stretched the retest there a little bit, but anyways, broke here, and then I'm like, all right, well, I'm going to jump in here like I didn't earlier with the gold and just use gold in my stop. Jumped in, came up, I just put a break even stop, stopped me out, which I was fine with. Ended up grinding down, bouncing on that as a support, flipping that into a support, as you can see. Problem is I didn't really have anything else to base my stops on. If this was here, it broke that. I didn't have another one. I think, I'm sure Eric and Emperor did. But yeah, so I think I went long somewhere in there. Yeah, 252 I bought one, 17 cents. 253 bought one for 16 cents. Sold them both for 15 cents at 55. I think, yeah, I was breaking this. little presumptuous on the break, I believe. Yeah, in here, and it came down and ended up just wicking. And then I was like, well, yeah, that makes sense because my stop is bleeding from my price. So those didn't work. Very small though, very small. And then next trade was at 3. I got a call. These are very, very small. Right here. So I finally broke the green. And then I'm charting. Yeah, finally broke the green. I put this blue in then from these supports. I wasn't sure about that yet. But I got a call there. Didn't end up having any continuation. So stopped out 17 cents to 13 cents. Stopped out down here right on this candle. Once it grabbed that liquidity again, I was like, I'm out of here. 308 to 311, 1 penny on puts. This line was here. I saw it breaking. This was the retrace. Actually got at the beginning of this candle, I think. I was gonna have blue for my stop. Stopped out 311. 311 then got into call for 17 cents. Closed out at 311 for 16 cents. A couple very small ones. To me, it's inverse head and shoulder here, and I think I just front ran the break here. It's in a larger wedge that I wasn't seeing. That's, I think, when I charted this thing, I'm like, oh, this thing could just chop. But didn't keep me from trying again. Oh, never mind. 311, I bought 2. I bought 2 at 311. Huh. That's not good. Yeah, this actually was a bigger stop. 17 cents, 16 cents. Oh, that's right. Never mind. Okay. That's what probably happened. It reversed. Oh my goodness. I'm just realizing this now. Okay, so 311. I probably should have stopped after that other mistake. Usually I feel like I can jump back on and get focused. 311.25. I bought one. I bought a call for 17 cents. I'm gonna show you guys all these trades at the end too. I guess I was thinking this was down here and it was breaking. Whatever. At 316, in this candle, somewhere down here, I was trying to close it, and I actually bought another one for 16 cents. Is that what happened here? Yeah, I think so. I think that was an accidental purchase. I didn't even know it until now because, well, okay, so I'll tell you what happened. Then at 335, so I'm thinking I sold that one. I'm thinking, okay, I stopped out. For whatever reason, I didn't see it on my account. I hadn't stopped out of it. And it's doing all this stuff. It's coming up here. And then 335 hits, and it hard to see now because I moved those lines. Oh, this one was here. Yeah, there we go. This is what I was thinking. But as you can see, I was kind of forcing stuff. 335 breaking. What was it? I was looking to get calls. Yeah, broke the green. Why was it green there? Purple? Yeah, I think it was purple. Let me just move this real quick and see if that's what I was looking at. I must have gotten rid of it. Broke the purple. Came down, retested. That's what it was. Yeah, broke this purple, came retested. So I got it on this candle. But when I went to get it, I noticed I already had one. I'm like, what? There's already one in there. I guess I forgot to close it. So bought another one. 335. Bought another one here. I was like, I'll just buy another one. Didn't know the price of it because I'm on delayed data, which is kind of funny. I guess it's nice though. It doesn't mess with me. Sorry. This is making more sense now. I'm like moving stuff around. Wait a minute. 311 bought, 311 bought. Oh, I sold them at 335. I sold them here. Okay. I sold them on that candle. That's right. Okay, I remember now. I did have this blue charted. This candle got crazy volume and velocity. Sorry, very confusing. I sold one there, like right here, and then it ripped up and hit my resistance where I was going to sell. And then this candle flashed down, a lot of volume, and I sold the next one. So 23 cents and 19 cents, I sold them both. And then I saw it broke the red, and basically I think I got into puts. Yeah, 336. This was a bad trade though, very bad. I shouldn't have flipped like that. Got into puts right here on the break because it broke there and closed below it. This was a red candle. I got in a put, and it ripped. And then it's just, I'm like, I don't know what's going on. I could have stayed in hindsight, but I couldn't manage my risk. I was confused on what was going on. So I stopped out on this candle, which was a nasty little trade that took away all the profits from that trade right there. Well, that trade that actually started back here. Yeah, because this thing ripped up. I'm like, I gotta get out of here. It broke the green, and then yeah. So kind of crazy end of the day. It's actually a lot of trades. It's funny, I'm just now realizing there are all the trades. What happened? I tried to sell it. $30 red day. No problem. Keep it small. I tried to sell it and ended up buying another one. And then, yeah. Thanks for watching, guys. Sub up, like up, comment down. Happy money sticks around. Happy Money Monday to you. Merry Christmas. See you tomorrow. Peace out.